Yeah, we are going to have interaction. We are going to have interaction with Zakaria from Nepat um, community in Morehead here. So stay tuned whilst we are uh, trying to connect him. Where's the email? Zach. Okay. Zan, Zandi at Gmail. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Me no come I wish where ba no.
What been a be an no? What more 1 hour? What been a
Ah,
be an no?
that be in your red do annoy.
Radio no, and where I'm tuning here no. Papa me a resetter. I can change it software. Well, Facebook, YouTube, New York. O test me when bet in trouble.
That be the bed one trouble earlier on like I want to join a warm. Then only join okay, then you are getting prepared. I was only listening to the radio or start then I'll get to know okay, can track it from
You can Facebook be an Facebook. What been a? You have another program.
me. Bank eh.
Mm,
Oh boy, body.
me invite Zakari neighbor. Must chat in and on. Of course, more my name, no call Tony. Odomo no call question for no Babylon.
I holy. You want to need buy ship we want stop just to get network to buy. We want to pay them network error.
Oh, but sorry, mo.
Imanyama famous and in there. I want to get how much trouble because I don't know Lala Sony and radio.
I'm tuning your radio no be an no.
I didn't know I could share actually and I want to travel personally big boy to come out and get prepared. No, I was thinking myself, well, if you ready, you are waiting.
Mm. Zakari,
But you should have.
check your spam. I just sent you another link. But
Okay,
you have none of your Mokoguna on.
all right. You
Yeah.
know, yeah,
All right. Sorry about that.
yeah, no, no.
Yeah, we are waiting on Zakari. Zakari is a community leader in Fargo Moorhead here, FM. Today, we are going to have interaction with him to see what he's doing in the community and what his people also need. Because as a leader, you always have to be there for your people. You have to know your people's need. Zakari, I think he's from Nepal. Last week, was it last week? We had interaction with the Sudanese leader, Mohammed Ahmed. And today we are going to have interaction with Zakari. We are waiting on him to put him on the line. So, I mean, just have time for us whilst we are struggling to.
Hey Charles, I don't have anything even in my inbox and my spam. Okay, so I don't have anything.
But the same email you sent me is what I use. Um, so if let me try. If I couldn't get it right, then maybe we use the audio. I will call you, then you come on the radio, the audio. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, this is the email you sent me. My email is allobest. You see my name, Charles Ansan. Please check it again and let's see. Zandi. Yeah. Yeah. So Zach, I just sent you another email. Check it if you see it, so that we can go ahead and do whatever we want to do. Check it again. Yeah, my name is Charles Kenan. Today we are going to have interaction with Zach from NEPA community. Like I said, as a leader, you need to know what your people need, and you need to try your best to make sure you help them to get what they need. That's what I like, because as a leader, that is why you are there. So we are waiting on Zach from the NEPAT community to come and tell us what exactly he is doing for his people, and what are the outcome from them.
Ashefo, sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sikakoko, ebesiesi wuhu, ama wuhu aye fana, anye, wo bretu echa, efise, at kente and fashion, ewo homa wo, ye woni yoma biti se, kente lace, ahemfu kente, fatia fatankruma, ahenuma mpabwa, awenye, ane sikakoko, sisanya echegu wo background niso no, aye di besiesi wo, ama wase ohene, anase ohima, design chapicha, and one se, wo betu nsa afraid, afe inso, wo ye occasion, nasa wo pese, wo renting and your man ko baby biawa wo USA. Na wo de kwaya wo nsiesia. And one say wo be friend. Na ye de be ma wo ebo a da fom. Afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho ayefa. And one at kente and fashion. And unti no hihye ye cha kwan. E 4720 7th Avenue, Suite B, Fargo, North Dakota. And I say friend wo 701-609-2142. And I say 662-609-3624. Get them was Ashefo, sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sikakoko, ebesiesie wuhu, ama wuhu aye fana, anye, wo bretu echa, efise, at kente and fashion, ewo homa wo, ye woni yoma biti se, kente lace, ahemfu kente, fatia fatankruma, ahenuma mpabwa, awenye, ane sikakoko, sisanya echegu wo background niso no, aye di besiesie wo, ama wase ohene, anase ohima, design chapicha, and one se, wo betu nsa afraid, afe inso, wo ye occasion, nasa wo pese, wo renting and your man ko baby biawa wo USA. Na wo de kwaya wo nsiesia. And one say wo be friend. Na ye de be ma wo ebo a da fom. Afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho ayefa. And one at kente and fashion. And unti no hihye ye cha kwan. E 4720 7th Avenue, Suite B, Fargo, North Dakota. And I say friend wo 701-609-2142. And I say 662-609-3624. Get them was Hello, Ashefo. Sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sikakoko, ebesiesie wuhu, ama wuhu aye fana, anye, wo bretu echa, efise, at kente and fashion, ewo homa wo, ye woni yoma biti se, kente lace, ahemfu kente, fatia fatankruma, ahenuma mpabwa, awenye, ane sikakoko, sisanya echegu wo background niso no, aye di besiesie wo, ama wase ohene, anase ohima, design chapicha, and one say, wo betu nsa afraid, afe inso, wo ye occasion, nasa wo pese, wo renting and your man ko baby biawa wo USA. Na wo de kwaya wo nsiesia. And one say wo be friend. Na ye de be ma wo ebo a da fom. Afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho ayefa. And one at kente and fashion. And unti no hihye ye cha kwan. E 4720 7th Avenue, Suite B, Fargo, North Dakota. And I say friend wo 701-609-2142. And I say 662-609-3624. Get them was Hello.
Yeah, and so we couldn't get in touch with Zachary, so we are going to invite Veronica for insurance. So stay tuned.
Ashefo, sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sika koko, ebesiesie wo ho, ama wo ho aye fana. Enye, wo bretu echa. Efi say, at kente and fashion, ewo ho ma wo. Ye wo nneoma bi te say, kente lace, ahemfo kente, fatia fatankroma, ahenuma mpaboa, awenye, ane sika koko. Sisanya echegu wo background no so no. Aye de besiesie wo. Ama wase ohene anase ohema. Design chapita, and one say, wo betu nsa afraid. Afei so, wo ye occasion, na se wo pese wo rent ye nneoma no ko baby biawa wo USA. Na wo de kwaye wo nsiesia. And one say, wo be friend. Na ye de be ma wo ebo a da fom. Afei so, se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho aye fa. And one at kente and fashion. And unti no hihye ye chia kwan. E wo 4720 7th Avenue, Susie B, Fargo, North Dakota. And I say friend wo 701-609-2142. And I say 662-609-3624. Get them what's Ashefo, sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sika koko, ebesiesie wo ho, ama wo ho aye fana. Enye, wo bretu echa. Efi say, at kente and fashion, ewo ho ma wo. Ye wo nneoma bi te say, kente lace, ahemfo kente, fatia fatankroma, ahenuma mpaboa, awenye, ane sika koko. Sisanya echegu wo background no so no. Aye de besiesie wo, ama wase ohene anase ohema. Design chapita, and one say, wo betu nsa afraid. Afei so, wo ye occasion, na se wo pese wo rent ye nneoma no ko baby biawa wo USA. Na wo de kwaye wo nsiesia. And one say, wo be friend. Na ye de be ma wo ebo a da fom. Afei so, se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho aye fa. And one at kente and fashion. And unti no hihye ye chia kwan. E wo 4720 7th Avenue, Susie B, Fargo, North Dakota. And I say friend wo 701-609-2142. And I say 662-609-3624. Get them what's Ashefo, sa wope baby, anase obia, odi kente, anase sika koko, ebesiesie wo ho, ama wo ho aye fana. Enye, wo bretu echa. Efi say, at kente and fashion, ewo ho ma wo. Ye wo nneoma bi te say, kente lace, ahemfo kente, fatia fatankroma.
Yeah, Zach.
Hello.
Yeah. You still couldn't get it?
What's going on now?
Yeah. I tried to switch it up to another program, insurance program, because of the time. But
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind, we can do it next week. But I'll call you and
Okay.
go with this and make sure you get it before next week. We come on, if you wouldn't mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming.
No problem. No
All right.
problem.
Yeah, this is Art Network. Right now we are waiting on Veronica to bring us her topic, because we have another program in 27 minutes from now. So I think we will do it very fast so that we can move to the next segment. My name is Charles. I'm the host for this morning program. So kindly share it, because some of you will see me on Facebook and YouTube, but then you will hear from the presenter. If she tried to come on TV, you will see her too. So, Veronica, we are waiting on you as my viewers and my listeners. Please don't forget the radio is engaged right now. Technical men are working on it to modify some of our softwares. And so right now we are only using the TV, the YouTube, and all the Facebook handles, all the social media handles. So don't go on the radio at all, because you only hear some song, or the song will not play at all. But I believe the song is playing right now. Technicians are on it working on the radio. So probably from tomorrow, we will have everything going on, both the TV and the radio. Like I said, we are waiting on Veronica. Veronica, if your time pass, then we will do it next week. So Veronica, Veronica, set time no esampa ho dia the best next week because exactly 5 o'clock Ghana time you will program for all right. Time no I just had the audio over a short presentation being na wakona yeah the Mr. Prince about for land issue. Why? You know, say me now 10 minutes from now, dear, now yeah the Bekwa share this week. Yo, we are waiting on Veronica to come and educate us when it comes to insurance. I know you have a lot of insurance around, but which one have you embraced? So insurance is very, very good. You have to embrace the ones that is good for you so that you also be in the system because she's going to talk to us about life insurance and categorically she's going to emphasize for you to see the one that you think if you embrace it it will help you because in America here we have different types of insurance. Don't run away from any of them. If you have the capability to join it, life insurance, health insurance, even property insurance, even things in your room, you can even insure them. So don't forget. That is why we are waiting on Veronica to come and join the program for at network. 4 minutes now from now. If we didn't get him, we will switch it to next week. But we will also, Zach, this is it. Yeah, this is it. So next week, if you see it the same thing, you only have to click on here is your link. When you click on it, I'll see you. Then I will pick you or I'll add you. All right. Thank you. So Veronica is not coming, but all the same, he was here earliest around 9, but then I was having a program, so I asked her to come by 10. But all the same, no problem. Because of the time, we will do it next week. Mr. Prince, I think I'm going to do small presentation, and then when your time reach, you jump in. Okay? Yeah. So the fact that we are living as human, we always have to think about our kids. There is no way or there's no week that I will not talk about our kids today. Yesterday, for instance, we treated a program pertaining to the kids. What are we doing to secure the kids or to protect the kids from doing what is not right? Some of our kids are smoking, drinking, doing all sort of things that will not help them in future. What are we doing as parents? From what a lady said, she said, if we have a timetable in the house, make sure we program every activities in the house and even in and out. Time to go out, time to study, time to eat, consistency. It will help the family and it will program the kids. I clap for this woman because it is what my father told me that we have to buy opportunity time. It is true. Everything you are doing, you have to buy opportunity time. Some time ago, when I wake up during the time I was so intense with the aloe vera products, when I get up first thing, I make sure I check my email. I check my messages from WhatsApp and email and make sure if I have any mail that have to reply, I will do so. After that, I have to come to my back office to check which of the emails or which of messages I have to send to my customers too. After that, I'll go to bathroom and I program everything, even time to sleep during the afternoon. I'm a type when I'm busy doing something and I started feeling sleeping, I have to stop whatever I'm doing to make sure I put myself down and come back with another strength. And so all this, when you try to program all this with your kids, it will engage the kids from doing what is not right. I mean, what is wrong, what is not good. They'll rather embrace what is right because you have programmed everything in the house. And to more modern say be program your mano ewofi. niyama activities. Who should wash the dishes? Who should clean the living room, the bedroom, and every corner? When we program this with the kids, make sure we engage them in the house activities. It will abstain them from doing bad stuff. Even if they will do it, it won't be like when they don't even have anything to do. So I keep on saying that we have different types of parents. We have permissive, we have authoritative, we have authoritarian, and we have parents, is it neglectful? So when you learn all this, you add it to your daily activities, which is going to help your kids at home. Because nowadays, we all know how rapid kids are spoiling. We know how they are spoiling. Most of the parents can't even sleep because of the waywardness of their kids. But you did not bring your son or your daughter to the world for him to come and back on you. Every parent don't like that. But at the same time, some of the parents, we cause the kids to be wayward because we don't know how to talk to them. We don't know the right word at the right time. So we should be very vigilant when it comes to things of such. So all what I'm saying is that young modern say pay attention to our kids because they will be there for us tomorrow. And so when we program them very well, they will also do their best in future whilst our strength is down. And that is why I said, Tim Biania, yes, save the child, a baba chire and kwalano, and in penny phoning now. I'm not yet to kwalano for penny falls so most more count because most of them penny phony being how you talk to your kids, no kwalano mompe. And you have to study all your kids, how to deal with them because they will be different, they will be different altogether. So, here.
Awenya ani sika koko sanya echego wo background no so no ayede be siesie wo ama wase ohene anase ohema design chapter and one say wo beto sa frame afei so wo ye occasion na se wo pese wo rent ye nuoma no ko baby biawa wo USA na wo de kwaye wo siesie and one say wo be frame na yede be ma wo ebo edafom afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho ayefa and one at Kente and fashion and nti no hyehyɛ ye cha kwan e 472 7th Avenue, Susie B, Fargo, North Dakota, and I said Freya 701-609-2142, and I said 662-609-3624. Get them what's Ashefo sawope baby anase obia odi kente anase sika koko ebesiesie wo ho ama wo ho aye fana anye wo bretu echa efise at Kente and fashion e wo ho ma wo ye woni yoma beti se Kente lace ahemfo Kente fatia fatankroma ahenma mpaboa awenia ane sika koko sania echego wo background no so no aye de besiesie wo ama wase ohene anase ohema design chapter and one say wo betu nsa frame afei so wo ye occasion na se wo pese wo rent ye nuoma no ko baby biawa wo USA na wo de kwaye wo nsiesia and one say wo be friend na ye de be ma wo ebo edafom afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho ayefa and one at Kente and fashion and nti no hyehyɛ ye chia kwan e 472 7th Avenue Susie B Fargo North Dakota and I said Freya 701-609-2142 and I said 662-609-3624. Get them what's Ashefo sawope baby anase obia odi kente anase sika koko ebesiesie wo ho ama wo ho aye fana anye wo bretu echa efise at Kente and fashion e wo ho ma wo ye woni yoma beti te se kente lace ahemfo kente fatia fatankroma ahenuma mpaboa awenia ane sika kokko sesania echego wo background no so no ayede be siesie wo ama wase ohene anase ohema design chapter eno wan se wo beto nsa afrɛ afei so wo ye occasion na se wo pese wo rent ye nneoma no kɔ baby biawa wo USA na wo de kwaye wo
radio
eno wan se wo be friend na ye de be ma wo ebo a dafo afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho aye fa eno wan art kente and fashion eno ntino hyehyɛ ye chia kwan e 4720 7th Avenue Susie B Fargo North Dakota anase
enche be kwa kofa Mr. Prince aba na ye ne no abetwitwi nkoma about property any sisi ana no ye Saturdays and Thursdays into Saturday twemu ye treaty property and you know me be kwa kofa Mr. Prince na wa ba be kan ye ho na ye decide juma no so and you know but modern say wonko bebia ode we free no ebeto hand both radio so any esi ana MP ne de no eye honorable de ye wie nti mu ana mo twen radio no so no yesrem say ekoba ne sana engineers aba radio no so ana wo eden wo tenetene niama na sabe no won awie and nti Mr. Ivan say MP no ye bensa yensa besia kanipo because obo adwuma pa and nti din pass ano ni nipa say ye den ye pia na echi and it is oh hwe Mr. Abri na wo tie mi a enche be kwa for Mr. Prince so wo Ghana no so no the property registration and selling and buying ni nyina no wo de aba no aba den abeboan ebinim e de wonnyuma ahye won sasa Abri no na won so obeba client no adwuma mo wan ye owi ansa na won ato adwuma no so anything so wo asase na se bi asase na wo no document ni ho a Mr. Prince Baba modern say obedwene ye na wafrɛ wo na onwedi ho dwuma edi ama because abrochifu nkwa Ghana fo bebre ewo won sase si won dan si so na enso no amomo ni document ewo so document eni mu ya wontumi frɛ no document eno nti na obeka me ho na ya frɛ Mr. Prince na wa baba bedwene yen sabri na fe no ye de ono nso ne dwumedi no ayeden edi so aka few minutes yensa beko akofa no na me bon kai se na be a obeba in time nti no na me kai wo se emofra no me metina ha wa bra me nka emofra na sem ye ma no ye mu bi abrochi ha mo amwo emofra wa ha no mo lozu mo ma no kana mo nkanti kana mo nka ba mo lozu mo ba no so no mo nyeden mo enka ya mo lozu mo ba no na mo lozu honorable Benda Sipa ya entino mo lozu mo ma no entino mo nhwe yi pa na yenye search about it because emofra no omo no mo ye ndachi uti honorable ba oba higher obeka say ya ni honorable ke nyina ni say emofra no future leaders no oboa won obeko school won obe den obesi adwuma nyina no de won nyina akwakwakoshem osan wo workers be say 70 a otua won ka onipa sa denti na eba say ostane for bibia want to emma no enti de kofoduafo nyina no me endo so honorable and enti me pese mo so obia bomodin say obeden obeto se brain so akoto ma webusuafo nyina ento man because ni papa say no den say ye benya won ti nipa na ba area mu na na so community mu na so bomodin a ni obeye bia also de beboa no abrochifo if I so ohia sika bia mfiri mu ho souvenir no ohia free se machine bi na ofo so betumi ato edi akwa no se dorma machine se books computer ade bia o de bebe bia so mfamoa ni mpotemu hofo no fa koma by sika de ohia bi udi sika beba kra na fama ubusuani na onfamra na won kire no adekodia onfanye how beautiful se MPs nyina ti se ye ni aberi me ya nka me nye ni se de bia se ma me kan se assembly man MP DC any ohene regional minister and MP Okromu hono monasa region no ehye monsa. The well-being of the people no more monsa de ehye. Into ohene ye na ejuma, assemblyman ye na ejuma, MP ye na ejuma, minister ye na ejuma, regional director ye na ejuma, anyone waka nyina na menye ni se obi ebe free region bi ana district bi no waka so kwa hwehwe president say ma saadi we wo nye nti no me ba be kan chem no mo aba be president wo na ejuma oye ndi sa fu ya me bom di nyina no mo na okro no ehye mo nsa ayese mo ye den mo boa makro no ekononim timemufo no mo sa nkrofo ya me bom di nyina mo na ayese mo boa won enkonko yo ba akofo ejuma senia honorable eda no so na oye no odibi ko school odibi su ejuma o ma bi no ejuma se sia no ode ne no ma to dwa se wa open no frɛ no na wo bi a ope ejuma bia no ne obeye bi obeboa ma wo agi ejuma ye no obeye MPs ahen wo to sa anamon MPs ahen en wo to sa anamon edonti mo maye mpia honorable echi na ne woni mu bia no omra no meye sa bre no jeri se honorable Ken suni bi bafra oman mu ni nyina bebre na won so no wo den wo ye bi anamo a honorable Evans 80 no bia na honorable den eye na yenya safu nyina wo man Ghana regions ni mu na denti na Ghana nye krabehwe nya wo nyina bebre na be pese wo be kofi cause omemunu den ejina ne nan so ya nhwe se yensa ebe start aka Mr Prince no wa baba be kan ho na nne no ne opese ode prayer do na onfa emre ye enu nti no me hwe na makwa kolenke no aka 9 minutes pe na yensa ya kwa frɛ Mr Prince no no so de asase ho nsɛm de abrayen woti we a wo hwɛ mi ebetumi aba sɛ wa asase ho nsɛm no enkoyi anu nti no bo modern sɛ wo bɛyɛ de wo so ubetu ho anamon Mr Prince ba ubetu ho anamon sɛ ne bɛyɛ a wo so no wa asase no wonsa ebeka o document nyina na wo so de wonsa esi obu se wenya document wa asase so nyesa obi betumi ayɛ asori etia na wagi wa asase no efi nsem ana se wodan no efi nsem ene nti no na me kai mo se eye art network na yenkɔgye nkrato na se yeba ye de ni aka no den ebe toa so sabredo ne ensa ka Mr Prince eno nti no oni aberma mame otab na pa hu mame otab no pa hu sia Prince ba nti no dise me de wo hye after Prince why yo eno nti no
701-609-2142 and I say 662-609-3624 yadamwase
do ma na ye ka kire mo nyina ni se o pese wo siesie wo ma ho fra won kente sini ane ye mo fra no na wo ye na ton safre art network ye wo gold no wo ho ye won tuma no wo ho ye wa hene ma no wo ho ye wo bibia wo ho wo dia no se wa betena se no ama ho kwan se mo nsiesie bi na mo twa me mfoni ye de be hye frame kese so dia ma wo betum de si wo office eno ho deru ena ye bon enkoti yensa.
Ashefo sawope baby anase obia odi kente anase sika koko ebesiesie wo ho ama wo ho aye fana anye wo bretu echa efise at kente and fashion e wo ho ma wo ye won yoma te se kente lace ahemfo kente fatia fatankroma ahenuma mpaboa awenia ane sika kokko sesania echegu wo background no so no ayede besiesie wo ama wase ohene anase ohima design chapter eno wane se wo beto nsa afrɛ afei so wo ye occasion na se wo pese wo rent ye nneoma no kɔ baby biawa wo USA na wo de kwaye wo nsiesie eno wane se wo be friend na yede be ma wo eboa edafom afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho aye fa eno wane art kente and fashion eno ntino hyehyɛ ye chia kwan e 4720 7th Avenue Suite B Fargo North Dakota anase frɛ wo 701-609-2142 anase 662-609-3624 yadamwase.
Yo, yeah, na me koswa kai say Mr. Prince sisi no ho no waba. Eno nti no yente mokutu. Yesan wo program ba kwa ene ni nyina ba be hia, but insurance de no anytime they twum but you better say we Mr. Prince na Prince de no a ye de no ebeto aso. Unya video ni bi nso a bomode na share to wo platform so nyina na obi nso enye den. Ono so share na obi so nye bi enti. Mefisa bria de kwa the videos no ebeto ato aso aba program ye won hihye be pre ye wo Monday, Wednesday and Thursdays business consulting business education and a Wednesday and so and also entrepreneurship made easy and on Thursdays and also and then I mean tax education and how to register business. And even you have your business, but you still need knowledge to do what to run your business. And until if you do that, you can be sharing Dr. Michael. Ewo ahumano so ansana and you may our program now, but that is Monday. And until no, you share about one lawyer be on also be and a doctor for our beche and Yamawa homes because I am many no a idea unia it our daily a year then HIA hospital a doctor for barbeche nutrition is ever barbeche quire as I say would dinia in Pempino you got and hono nutrient fat no that a yin share, but a wunia pa, na mo who said dinner water, who could in a city, a hine woman, china hine woman, Rania Maninan, and whom he said, ye bedding, ye be ye ashe a walk. Ye she yen time, knock at 3 minutes. Mr. Prince, my send a link in the amount. Intino say, when ya find dear, na yen fa insurance no, and me share her sabi. Insurance no mrana emesh
no ashefo sa wo pe baby anase obi a odi kente anase sika kokko ebesiesie wo ho ama wo ho aye fana anye wo bretu echa efise at kente and fashion e wo ho ma wo ye wo nneoma bi te se kente lace ahemfo kente fatia fatankroma ahenuma mpaboa awenia ane sika kokko sesania echegu wo background no so no ayede besiesie wo ama wase ohene anase ohima design chapter and one say wo beto nsa afrɛ afei so wo ye occasion na se wo pese wo rent ye nneoma no kɔ baby biawa wo USA na wo de kwaye wo nsiesie eno ane se wo be friend na yede be ma wo eboa edafom afei so se wo pa obi manapam won tade ama wo ho aye fa eno ane art kente and fashion eno ntino hyehyɛ ye chia kwan e 4720 7th Avenue Suite B Fargo North Dakota anase frɛ wo 701-609-2142 anase 662-609-3624 yadamwase.
You sabi no Mr. Prince's time no aka 2 minutes say 2 minutes na say yensan kana the insurance no ebe show because we have to go by the time and we know esremwa say yema time na say we appear 2 minutes before the time 3 minutes 5 minutes before the time na ya ho ansana ya abba so Veronica say we team ya bomodin na brahoma no so na yenye wode no ansana Mr. Prince ababa beshim ewo after all program. Veronica, me chon na me de what TV no so. I mean sign ma will link in the bio. Yo, Veronica, me the link in nama. Yo, the four I will share me sabi. Una watching no. According, the ko ye. My name said, son said, then you know, and yet Jacob. Nije, I mean, Jacob go magic bisha. He wore a show be ni bi ni ya no weekend me ekumemo. I mean, be a cat 2 weekend it. It is Lodjuba. Hello? Yeah. Ma send a link in Amao. Okay, be chill. We were a week at it is Lodjuba, Aloya Lodjuba. You were Kaya Lodjuba, on Pai Wadum of Fire, none of our booty me and Ofiana Yoduba, Bonnie Boot Tower. Jack a Jake become a jipisha. You were Kegman and a war a bahi. Solomon ke 5 pamo. Dominic Manti, if you know your minyabu, classmate B fan 88, 87, 88, 89. Me fan mingan fan if you are in your bucket officer your mingan if you are in your John Botier, Gladiska and 9. David Lai Anung, fan members junior. Yeah, in classmate in new of your. She no wame no ni pebin to ma kenye pedi classmate ni wo classmate bi ne wojimla keni bi ko me femo on to an wo fe yedujian shi ko ni kese pe ni sa ke wo ke ba fun yin wo ke ba fun ko ni ke wa mo ko ye ko ni ye chiwo ise wo yen mi won fe ni bi ke ma trombo kote 3 and 4 school e mi ebote mommy no kwesile ne ke no fiano ke no fiano ye hi Ochake na kani bi efe no hiami won fulu e wo ke bi pa ni balake ofoni ni wo chebu ke ha wa mo ko koni uba ni bon uba wawo ni wo femini wo bi no ni poten ni wo fio wo bia ne woni ne hye woni mi UN ni ji Veronica yensa accounts abri. So what do you have for us today?
So, Mr. Charles, thank you again for inviting me.
I have given some time to you, but
I know I'm always postponing. It's been a busy month, but it's a good busy month. So we thank the Lord for that.
Oh yeah.
So today I really wanted to talk about the whole principle of compounding interest when it comes to the indexed universal life. Because I know the last time we talked about, the types of insurances, life insurances, what it is about, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so today I really wanted to focus on compounding interest when it comes to the indexed universal life insurance policies. I would not take too much of your time, and I decided to go English today.
Took your time,
I decided to go English today because, it's good.
It's good. Go ahead.
Okay, so Mr. Charles, since it's you and me today, have you heard about compound interest? Let me do mine. Have you heard about compounded interest, please?
No.
Okay, so, but have you heard about simple interest? Have you please heard about simple interests?
In terms of when it comes to
insurance? In terms of finance, yes. Like simple interest.
No. I want to learn. So everything is no. I'm not the only one right now. So I'll answer some people's questions.
Okay. But Mr. Charles,
some people. So let's take it. Everything is no. I don't know.
Okay. So we all go to the banks, right? We all go to our banks, our local banks, and we tell our banks we want to save our money. Right. So we tell our banks we save our money. The banks will be like, oh, I'll give you 0.02% for, say, you put in $1,000. So the bank is like, oh, I give you the 0.02% as interest because it's simple interest, you know, for the principal, the $100 that you want to invest, you want to use your money for that savings, right?
Mhm.
So every 3 months, every month, then banks roll over whatever interest that you get from your account and add it up to that 1,000.
Mhm.
Mr. Charles, are we getting my point? It's
Yeah.
really so it's the kind of it's how I should give this example. So for instance, you have, let's say you have $100,000, right? And
Mhm.
$100,000, I say simple interest 10%,
Okay.
right? The first year, obviously 10,000 will come add up to it. So it'll be 110,000.
Mhm.
The second year, another 10. So being 120,000. So
Okay.
basically the simple interest means that it's that same principle that you started with however much interest the bank is giving you.
Mhm.
So it doesn't change. The interest is still the same. The principle is still the same. So it's just that same basic over and over and over again.
Okay.
But then, so that is what the banks gives us, right? Your kombanga say if you how kwampo more 30,000 their bank accounts, bank name amount 0.01%. After 3 years, obeko na $3 spend an account.
Mhm.
And was say, hey, na savings there may save you and I say me day. But that's the whole principle of the simple interests, right? Now let's talk about compounding. As America, they say something, say if you buy a car on a loan or even your credit cards, right? If you use your credit card and you don't pay it all outright, you pay more than you're supposed to pay for.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
for instance, Mr. Charles, let's say, let's say you go to the bank. You go to the bank and not even bank, you get a car loan, right? You know, when you get a car loan and you pay interest on the car loan, at the end of the day, the amount of money that you pay for the car loan becomes more than what you're actually paying for the car.
Mhm.
So now the principle of compounding comes in with the indexed universal life insurance policy. My church is simple. Let's go to compounding. Compounding interest is really simple. So the compounding interest, what it means is if I said that same $110,000 no at 10% interest, right? First year, when you're 110, obviously that's the starting point. But with compounding on now, no, 110 now when you're no, and no, that 110 no, that becomes your principal plus your interest. Patriot, I say.
Mhm.
So now, no, o second year no, any 100,000 bill. Now, o second year no be 110 because now it's your your new principal no plus your interest.
And the interest now Baba become.
It is say interest na be 2.
Mhm.
It's any one bill was say interest about 20. Most of the times because the compounding interest no is interest on interest.
Mhm.
And index universal lives is the only policy that will give you compounding interest. That means that most banks saves in life policies because of the principle of compounding interest. So they be almost them.
Do they explain to the clients?
No, why would a bank explain to you? The bank doesn't offer compounding interest. If
Okay.
banks give compounding interest, every bank will collapse. I always say it.
Oh, so it is only the insurance that.
It is surely the insurance policy that is going to give you the compounded interest. Banks will only give you simple interest.
Mm.
They will not give you compounded because banks themselves, they are saving in life insurance policies, the indexed life insurance policies, to be able to get compounded interest. It's a savings account. Savings account, if I say 20,000 or savings accounts, also 2 years, so person you bear 50,000, it will never happen in a bank account because that is in simple interests.
So what do you want to tell us? You want us
So
to.
I wanted to tell our audience that if you're looking for an account,
Mhm.
so secure your life. Well, life is secured. Plus, who say yes, I think that this is the best. This is the best. What's who secure your life now? Saying yes, It's the indexed universal life policy. So because I don't know, you generate compounding with the money that you're paying in into Sikano. What's me Sikani be free? So I just wanted to, I know so every week we're gonna do, one point at a time. So I really wanted to
We
focus
should only tackle the compounding,
Mhm.
day, so that those watching us or listening to us will understand it step
Yes.
by step.
Yes.
So you can go deep as far as you think you can go deep about it, so that next week we also tackle another, a topic. You understand?
Should I be able to? It's
Personally, I don't understand whatever you are saying. It's not my field. To be frank with you, if I don't know, I don't know. You are thinking right now, and I know someone is also learning from whatever you are saying.
yes, because I really broke it down. I really broke it down. Basically, the compound it's interest on interest. If you have 10%, now your interest becomes 20% in the next year. Your next year, the interest becomes 30%. So the compounding is interest on interest on interest on interest on interest. And it's just, that's how a lot of people who are in finances, they really focus on compounding interest. Because like I said the last time, America, everything is about interest. Or interest rate was some, I was sure, it's a cababy. But interest rates, I was former, you are really good. It is our account next to compounding interest. I'm sika kostra pacho. Invest in that account because it would help with.
So after you register to become insurance, if you're talking about life insurance, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about life insurance. The index
insurance, you can still have the life insurance.
Yes.
And then you enroll on the compounding too.
Yeah. So when you get the life insurance, right, the indexed universal life insurance, no, it already has the compounding in, so you don't have to enroll. It comes with it. Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have to enroll again. It comes with it.
We are learning something today.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And that means that the policy that you're paying, say every month, every month to $100, that $100 is going on compounding interest.
It will not come down.
It will not come down. Because one thing about the index, that's why the name is indexed. It's invests in the SPY 500, like the stock markets, no. But with the index, no, it locks in your gains. So the client never loses their money. Okay. So that means that it locks in your gains. Your life is secured. Plus, you're getting more money to the sense where you can take money out. Say you want to rent a house or you want to buy a house, you can use that money to buy a house.
Oh, okay. All right. And how do I register? I'm asking.
It's really simple. Get in contact with me.
Okay. Then before you leave, we'll just have to let you put your number out there.
Yes.
But does it mean only those in Fargo and North Dakota here?
No.
Irrespective of your topography?
No, it's not only here. Everywhere.
Oh, okay.
I'm a licensed financial professional. I can get licensed in every state. I'm actually licensed in most states.
Okay.
So it's like super easy for me to be able to get my license in the states. When you get your license, it's easy to get licensed in all the states in the United States. Okay. There's a lot of states, but yeah. But the only issue is the fact that obviously the insurance company also wants to secure their self. They want to make sure who they are insuring is a good client. So we'd have to go through an application to make sure, you're good, your health is good, there's nothing wrong with you. And then when you pass, you're good to go.
But this is not like that.
Yes, some people have to do medicals.
And the last time I think you did mention, that is the Ghana own, the one I explained to you. That one you will not go through all those.
This one you go through. Some people are lucky, they don't go through. My clients that I've had, some of them are lucky, they never did medicals, but some have to do medicals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the more you have a lot of problems in your system, the higher you pay.
The higher your premium gets, yes.
Why?
Yes. It's kind of like your age. The more you're older, the more the insurance people feel like, You're getting close to your
Collect the
lifetime age, yeah. Your premium is a little bit higher, but not too much.
Oh, okay. Then it will be extremely helpful if the young guys will
Yes,
raise it quick before they reach to that time that
exactly.
a lot of sickness will come into their, you know.
Mm-hmm. Plus, when you start saving now with the compounded interest, when you're about like 50, 40s, however, you have extra 30,000, 40,000. You can just take out and do some stuff on your own.
You see?
You don't have to go to no bank because now the policy becomes kind of like your savings account. It's not technically your savings account, but it kind of becomes like it because you're able to take that money out.
So, what are some of the challenges you've been facing interacting with the youth? Because I know they are
Mhm.
the first people to start doing this as early,
Yes.
you know, their age. Because by the time they reach like 50, 45 years to go, I mean, they will
Mhm.
have a lot of money that they can, you know.
Yes. Interacting with youth a lot. That's why I usually stay on the compounding.
Mm.
Because when I moved out from the money part and talk about, oh, you're securing your health, you're securing, your future, they don't want to think about it.
Mm.
They're young. I'm healthy. I'm good. I don't have to worry about my kids right now. I don't have to worry about my generation right now.
Do you think they don't understand the whole concept?
Yes.
That is why,
Yes.
okay, so they
Yes.
need more education on that.
Yes. Yes. I do believe there's a whole like communication and miseducation when it comes to life insurance policies. That's why the last time I said during our conversation, I said there's a difference between death insurance and then life insurance. So like there's a whole misconception and miseducation around it. That's why, it's good to have these conversations because there's so many areas and aspects when it comes to the life insurance than just, passing away and your family getting benefits.
Mm.
Yeah. The whole youth right now system is all about I'm enjoying my life right now, but we need to secure ourselves now and not to wait till we're like in our 50s before we are trying to build generation for our kids. You want to build generational wealth for your kids, if not your kids, your family.
I think the parents have a lot of work to do because
Yes.
these are some of the things they have to sit down with their kids to inculcating them to understand what a life is.
Mm-hmm.
We did a program yesterday and a lady raised an issue that we have to program the kids. Even we need timetable in the house. All
Mm-hmm.
the activities in the house need to be programmed. And by so doing, I think the kids will embrace a lot of things that the parents want them to know.
Yes. Yes.
Because if they don't have any activities in the house, they don't have any programming in the house. They may think, I don't have anything to do. They will stepping out to go with
Mhm.
friends. You will learn something that it will not
Yes.
help them in future.
Yes.
So I wish every parent will go. But I'm going to hit on that particular, issue that I have a friend that I did the same thing for her kids. I bought a paper a timetable paper from Staples. Is
Mhm.
it- No, Office Depot.
Office Depot.
And I program everything for them when they close from school. I give them certain period of time, and then afterwards, what they have to do, make sure they clean the house before their mother comes from work and all.
Mhm.
So right now, when they meet me, anytime I visit them, the moment they will see me at the gate, if the house is not clean, they say, "Oh, please,
No,
don't
sir.
say anything. Don't say
Yeah.
anything. I'm going to say something." So the moment they have this in their mind, you
Yeah.
are programming them. They
Yes.
know there's a task for them to do what
Mhm.
they do.
Yes.
And like you are saying, these insurance issues too, it's something that is going to help them. So anything that would be good for these kids, we have to put it in their mind. Sit down
Yes.
with them, talk to them about it, how beneficial this is.
Yes.
So
I also
parents have a
believe,
lot of work to do.
I also believe that, Mr. Charles, that parents also need to educate themselves
Absolutely.
because it's youth who grow to be parents. So parents also need to educate themselves so they can pass it on to their kids. I never always want to move this route, but I think most times I also have to move this route. We look at people from different races, for instance, like white people, and we see how like they're doing so great. We ask ourselves why. It's
Mhm.
because of these life insurance policies. Their former great grandfathers, they understood this principle, they put it down for them. Now it's on generation and generation and generation.
But
It's not.
Yes.
Yes, it's not as working, clocking in and out is what is going to generate wealth for our kids. We have to be smart enough to know that there are so many areas that we can branch in, that we do not always have to be stuck at one point.
Mm-hmm. It's very
Yeah,
important.
it
In
is really important, Mr. Child. It
parents
is.
have a lot of work to do. I
We
mean,
do.
like yesterday, I said it on my show. We shouldn't wait till the kids grow like 18 years before
Mm-hmm.
we start, teaching them
Teaching
what
them.
and all that. Systematically, you can start from 8 years, from what Auntie Julie said. From 8 years, you can teach your kids. Like
Yes.
in the midst of animals, we have certain period of time that if you want to teach your dog or your cat to listen to you and to obey by or to go by whatever you are saying. There's a
Mhm.
period of time. I quite remember a couple years ago, I think about 15 years ago, when I came to America, I visited some place that they sell animals, food, and live animals and other things. That was when I realized that there's a period of time you can teach an animal
Yes.
and to understand whatever you are saying. The same
Yes.
thing applies to him. From research shows that from 8 years going, you can teach your child to know what is right and what is not right. From 12 years going, they will also embrace different things because they are
Yes.
going higher. So, parents, we have a lot to do. We should add everything
Mhm.
about insurance to our kids so that they will understand what insurance is.
Yes.
Like you, if my mother didn't teach me about insurance and all that, if you come and sit in front of me and telling me about insurance, how
You will
would I
not care.
understand it?
Yeah, and I'll also say this: we all know how the Bible says, like, teach your child the way he should grow. And when the child grows, they will never depart away from it. You teach the kid now, parents also understand it now, and it's going to be a whole generation of peace. And I mean, I always say this: we need to travel and enjoy life. Life is not, all about working and being stressed out about bills and stuff and that, like, oh, when I'm not healthy, what am I going to do? This is why these life insurance policies are available for us to utilize.
I'm trying to recruit some guys, but I just want to start with only 10 kids from now and uh, different ages. And I'm
Hmm.
fighting to get a place for workshop and other thing. We need to talk to them and also talk to their parents.
Parents is the most important people that I target, because when the parents know, it's easy for them to teach their kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so one day we can do like the Jehovah Witnesses. Me, we go to house to talk
We
to
can
them,
go to house, Mr. Child, be knocking on people's doors.
tell them what is right and what is.
Yes, we have to. We
If
definitely.
we can do like 10 houses at a time,
Yes.
we don't stretch ourselves too much. 10 houses at every corner, ten
Mm-hmm.
houses at every corner at every week, yeah, and every one day in a week, and make sure we get 10 houses or stretch 1 hour. Any houses that we get.
1 hour. Yeah.
And before then, I have some of their contact. We test them that I'm coming to visit you to do what.
Yes.
Then we go. We
Yes.
need
We
to
need
have,
to. We need to spread the gospel.
we have a lot to do.
We do. Because.
So,
Mhm.
Veronica,
Mr. Charles.
I'm waiting on Mr. Prince. What is going to be? I mean, you have 5 minutes to finish your presentation. So,
Yes. I'm just gonna say compounding interest is amazing. Albert Einstein says something. I know I did science. Let me add this. Albert Einstein said, like, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it ends it, but he who doesn't pays for it. Would you rather pay for it, or would you rather want to end it? You end that compounding interest. And I tell you, this is a great initiative that, should we stop getting thinking about simple interests and start thinking about compounding, we would not have to go beg for no one for money. We would all be sufficient in our own self, that we would even be helping out to other areas, to other people, where the Lord leads us to be. So I'm gonna put my number out. It's 701
mhm.
590 5991. Again, it's 701 590 5991. And I will say, Mr. Charles, as always, thank you so much. You're making me do this. I'm like, yo. I'm like, thank you so much, Mr. Charles, for pushing my head to do this, because we need to educate our community, and we
We
need to
have to,
educate our
and it is
people.
one of my. It's my number one priority.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, surveying the whole area, you can tell the problems the kids and the parents have, especially the single parents.
Yes.
I get the calls every day. Even on my show right now, I've been receiving some calls, but I mean, getting some calls that I'll call back when I'm done. I
Yes.
know what is coming.
Yes.
All because of, I mean, the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do something. We need to put something in their mind. Kids are innocent. I always
Kids
say
are innocent. Yeah.
they are innocent. Some of their behavior, I always say, they're learning from their
They're
parents.
learning from the parents. They see what the parents do. They try to imitate them.
They don't listen to what we say, but they look at what we do and they go
Yes.
back.
And sometimes through social media.
We have a lot of work to do at the moment. So, Veronica, your number again before you leave.
Okay, so my number again is 701-590-5991. Again, it's 701-590-5991. You can always hit me up. My phone is always open. Thank you so much, Mr. Charles.
No problem. No problem.
you.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Me too. Yeah, viewers, we are going to have another program, which is how to sell property, how to buy, and how to register your property in Ghana. So I'm going to invite Mr. Prince to come on the show right now. Mr. Prince, do you want to be on the line? Mr. Prince, let me send a link to Mr. Prince again so that we invite him on the show. We've taken part of his time, but we are going to add it to him.
I'm online already.
Oh, I was going to send you another link anyway.
Yeah.
How's everything, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine, just.
We thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince, maybe today it's someone first time watching you or listening to you right now. So, like we do every day, I want you to introduce yourself and, we put that ball into rolling.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Thank you so much you are doing pretty great. Art Network is really doing a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And right here in Ghana, we are watching you
Good.
sometimes, and we are blazing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let people know the kind of things you are trying to do with your network, educating people. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm Prince, and we're from a company called the Magna Vista Real Estate Company. We deal with land purchase, property purchase. We can help you purchase your property, especially your land or buildings. We can build for you as well, and also we manage property and do what they call property valuation. So we are property experts.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think just last Thursday we did something we call property? Stool land, right? Stool land.
Yes, exactly.
So do you want to continue from? Do you want us to treat the same stool land, or you have another topic?
Yes, we started with stool land, but we hadn't ended when we had some questions that came in, and that was so amazing. Apparently, I had some few calls, and we are following them up for them. And very soon, they are going to be sure of what they are doing. So we looked at how to purchase stool land, and we talked about making sure that you do a proper search. Making sure you do a proper search. One of the indentures I came across, I wouldn't disclose the person, was not even stamped, wasn't signed. And just like what we discussed. And apparently, I'm trying to help because the property, from the look of things, does not really belong to the person if we don't do something fast. Because the vetting was not properly done. There was no stamping from the court. The court registrar did not stamp it. There was no signatory for the witness, and it wasn't properly done.
You remember I said this,
Yes.
after scrutinizing some of the clients, some of their documents, this hasn't
Exactly.
been done. Site plan, and they said they have documents and all that. You witness it yourself.
Exactly. So that's exactly that's one of the things. And so, Mr. Charles, we are going to everybody will talk more about this signing and getting document clear, because from what I saw, I realized that our people over there need to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get it right, because there was no search and money was parted with. And apparently that same plot, they had been on, they did what they call the unofficial search, unofficial search. And that is not correct.
You
If you
see?
want to buy a property, you have to do official search.
Yep.
Official search has to get into the government details and do what they will do what they call proper concurrence for you. Concurrence in the sense that they have to check whether there is any encumbrances on the land, any other person on the land, and any judgment. And they will go further. Sometimes you have to extend your search to what you call to the archives. If you want to buy a land and they say this family bought it to this family and these two and the others two, and they transfer to these two, and this is the final owner, what you need is to go do a search with the archives, with land commission archives. That you pay a little money, not too much. So they will go to the archives and check the detail of that land over 50 years ago to tell you the history of that land.
Absolutely.
Yes. So with that, you can now see all the transcending details and every dealings on that very property. That will give you a clear understanding of whether to go in or not. Apparently, it will be your advisor. So from what I saw, I think we need to talk to them how to buy, because it's not just issue of I saw a land, I like the place, how much, this is the amount. Okay, let them give me a site plan and have you signed the indenture? No, that's wrong. It's part of the process, but if you're not careful, you lose your money big time. Yeah, it's been happening. You lose your money big time. Yeah. So even when you do that, I talked about there are 4 divisions in land commission. You have the first division I told you, where they do the concurrence. That's the vested land. And from the vested land, you go to the second division, which is the valuation. Valuation will tell you how much you pay government if you're registering your property, how much you pay government, there they value the land, and that's what you call government tax on the land, and what you call stamp duty. There you have an idea how much you pay to be able to get your title. From that place, you proceed to the next, called the land registration division. And land registration division is where the title is processed. Then after that, you go to the survey division. The survey division will do what you call the plotting. Your file will go there for plotting. They will now pick up your plot your very land into the cadastral plan of the whole Accra or the whole Ghana to say at this point, at this coordinate, so and so person own this portion. So your name will now be in the land cadastral plan for Ghana that you are the owner. So, but before that happens, there will be what you call a publication. When you go to survey, they will do publication. Some publication, the maximum is 21 days for normal process. The normal process is that they normally gather 3 months. They gather so many publications and do it together. That is a little bit cheaper and affordable. But if you want to do a quick one, that they will publicize your own files, it takes 14 days. That will bring your own publication to say this particular piece of land or portion of land. If you know that you are the owner, declare, because in so after 14 days, we put so and so person as the owner, and nobody has right to question it again. So that is done 14 days for express and 21 days for normal one. So when that is done, is when they can now begin to process your title, to sign your title. And that is the process you need to be able to get your title.
Good. Yo, Mr. Prince, yeah, okay, how to register your property in Ghana. And you share more, maybe I make us be or side plan per also document and day program a dear dancing. A bit more friend, no, the document, man, or not share. Na signing bebree nneɛma bebree mu a ɛsɛ nipa ne yɛ no nipa ne nyɛ wei ɔne obi kɔtwe man so na sɛ nipa na yɛ saa nneɛma nyinaa na nipa no bɛyɛ den ɔbɛgye property no afiri nsɛm so wate sika dɔde akɔtɔ a ɛdan so esi so nti ɛsrɛ mo ɛno nti na Mr. Prince ɛwɔ ha ofrɛ Mr. Prince a disclose wo problem bi a wɔwɔ asase no so ebi a fo sɛ wodi edu no sɛ wɔ ma paper from lands and now say in Ghana coat of arm no ebo so trese what the certificate ama was as in endi mu ye sa hemfo no ma indenture paper mpo a trese what ade na fi won ho na won fa process here okay na yellow card cadastral no money publication ni mu nyina mu na wonya certificate was as in endi mu ye enya nye wode enti so was asase na se wo hwe na won wie process na Mr. Prince no mo ha beboa ama wa ye process ni nyina ama won saka wo document ama wankasa so ehun say yes ochine bi obi sori a asase no eye wode enu nti na nne ye pese de program yi eba obi a wa brochi bia no nso no wa hu say ma asase me si dan si so dan so me ni document wo so tinia enra enene na sia ohun bi a oyeden o kan ho asem to America na frɛ won na wonye wode mfa ma na won saka na se wanye na obi ba na obesi dansi so na ono fechi kokoko ya ena wonim se ahemfu ya dan property asase wo ton ma nipa ba miensa se won aton ama na se won aton ama obi na wanye na se nipa no kokko process to that level a enya wode biom so that is why Mr. Prince and co are here today to educate you, for you to understand the fact that said, if you don't have certificate on your land, the land doesn't belong to you. Take it from me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we are talking about also some in trying to get a property. You need to understand the types of cells. A lot of people don't really go into that. They have the lease, you have the assignment, you have the conveyance. So if you're buying a property like a Suland, is it a lease or an assignment? A lease simply means that you're buying from these two first party, from these two directly. And they will lease it for a particular number of years. Then the assignment means that you're buying from a second party or a third party who is transferring his lease on that land. Probably he has been able to use some part of the years and he's selling back to you. So you need to check those things because that determines how many years you have on that property. Because property is not totally your own. Property is a lease. So there's a case we had sometime in Smithers Road, that's a state land. Somebody bought a property for a lease for 50 years. The lease was for 50 years, he bought from somebody, but he never checked the lease terms. The person has already used 36 years. And so the property, the value of the property that is to be bought for 50 years lease. He never read through the details of the content of the letter. He just saw the property, it belongs to this person, and he made a search, he bought. After 15 years, the government had to write him that the property has expired because it's state land. Just 15 years. So he made a lot of issues and called somebody get to call us and we came into the case, we looked at it and said, yes, you've lost the property. After 15 years, it's now government property. And he has built a lot of things, a lot of houses, warehouses, a lot of things there. So this becomes a problem. Now, what we need to do is to do what you call surrender and renewal. You go back to government and negotiate with them. I want to surrender this property and renew again. So they have to do valuation. So what I'm saying here is that he lost big time because the years left for him, he couldn't recoup it from the money he invested in building that property because he never watched the terms of the lease.
Yeah.
And the person had taken the money and gone. So when you're buying property, check the lease terms and how many years left for you. If it's not favorable, leave the property because very soon you have to do a surrender on the property. Whether school land or family land, one day they will ask you, we gave you for 99 years, we gave you for 50 years, surrender it back. Yeah. So it's so important.
Yeah. Mr. Prince, can pin your quack assassin, as I said, what assassin now, autumn. You were lease and assignment. So, any the lease or the mawa, a period of time, should I know a period of time. And assignment, you know, so that's a third party. Be a 1 time will be no time will be nearby and about until virtually, no. Ota didn't know my indenture na terms na a woman and they determine how many years are what they are denied. But I did back who he said, paper now what they bought indenture no. Ubi answer can what so indenture no was soon in also no indenture, but then terms no are a woman and a distinguish from Nippon at near water as a point away then water also. Until from what Mr. Prince is saying, he said. So what assassin no but modern king kind na hwe nsem na ewo mu eno na ebe kire se assassin what the amount and so one king kind na what the amount e bia me na 15 years oh why 15 years so no why didn't you say bia 99 and 66 and that's whatever but over 15 years was assassin na what no e bra so say o e den ujemu afi na we ni baba be e call until modern say who name one penny foot said Prince Mr. Prince no more ho betumi apɛ lawyer bi ama na hwe mu ama na emu nsɛm na omu no wase akenkan di ama ba wa adwene nyɛ sɛ watu sika akwa asase no no monje document no mfa ma on waje document what dey buy we je mu ato baby because we force we sika nti asase no yɛ wodi a wo ho a problem bi be sorry a wakasa no kra no nim ho nti sɛ wotɔ na sɛ wonnim asase ho hwe a emra wo mu pa emra ewa asase a yeto no ewo mu pa enti bomode na fa hye lawyer bi nsa lawyer asase a metoyi den cha nkrofo no de ma mini ana paper nkrofo no de ma mini ebetumi ai say conveyance ne nyina mu no doctor lawyer no be den ebehwehwem na waboa ama wate ase impo ansa na wa yɛ sɛ obekwa kotua ka no sabre no why sa thorough investigation ni nyina avi ansa na adon hu bekwa akwa ade ye ti say Mr. Prince carry on.
Yeah. So thank you, Charles. So what will be advising our people over there in Art Network has been this opportunity is so great is that people should be able to, when buying property, especially land and the building, you need to make proper inquiry so that you don't lose your money. A lot of people have lost their money, lost so much money big time. And you see, when it comes to litigation, it always favors the one with the title, with the right title. Sometimes in a property, there could be 2 or 3 allocations, which is not right. Some people do, for instance, pardon me to say, the kululu. They go through the back door, get some title, but it's not proper title. That is not, it didn't go through the due process. So most people that are over there, when they don't know the process, we've experienced this over and over, that some of the titles that they give them, some, not always, but some are kululu. They pass through the back door, somebody will just go and sign something without passing through the due process in the system. And when you go there and find out that they have a title, but the title may be found in lands division, land and survey, but it's not in the land registration or land valuation. So you see, they didn't pass through the process. Because if you pass through the process, your name will appear in all the divisions when they are doing a search. So they have to get proper people. That's why we're here to help you, to make sure your property is well secured. So that's the problem people have. And like I said, once it's litigation, if you don't have the proper document, of course, when you go to court, the court will rule it against you. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And people lose their property, lose their buildings. So we're pleading with them to please do the right thing, because we had a lot of people calling and pains, and we really see people losing money, projects, invested money in property, they lose it. I know of somebody who bought a property about 18 acres. 18 acres. So he bought, it's a lady story. She bought this property for a season, US over there, and bought this property and left it over a while. She did the title. But the people that sold the property for her went behind. Because she doesn't have the right people following it. Went behind and tracked a history of that land and got to another family who sold it, another different family, and raised an indenture to go and get another title, because that family have what you call a judgment on the land before them. There has been a litigation on that land. The other family got a judgment. Obviously, they have a document. The family that sold to her have a document, but the judgment supersedes their document. And she didn't know. She invested so much. In fact, she was building an estate there. As I'm talking to you now, she lost everything.
Oh, man.
She lost the property and everything because there was no proper investigation. Nobody followed up for her. So it's important you get the right people to do this for you. Don't be in a hurry. My advice is don't be in a hurry in buying a property. Make sure you do the due diligence. Do an official search. When official search is done, government, land commission will sign the search and stamp it. So if there is a fault in your process, you now hold them responsible. You signed it. You approved it. I went there.
Yep.
So, but if you go and they tell you it's okay, we have said it's okay, and without an official document stamped and signed, you have no power over the property when there's a problem. That's why you pay that money to do the search. A lot of people avoid paying the money to do the search. They want to do, we can do unofficial. They say, okay, do. They go and they get them an information that is not complete. Because unofficial is always an incomplete information about a property. When you do the research, official search, they will go into archives and check all the details to make sure government does not commit themselves to tell you, go ahead and purchase. Because when they sign that document, go ahead, it's true. These are the things there. These are the information there. If you're okay with it, you purchase. Then they are standing by you and say, this is what we said. So this is the point about buying property. Take time to do your due diligence. Take time to do your due diligence.
Yeah, you know, none you can answer, but more than over here and Shishimu. 1 second, Mr. Prince. What is it? Sorry, Mr. Prince.
It's okay.
Yeah, Pempi, no, yeah, for 2 tons as now, yeah, Shishimu here, due diligence, senior or canon. Ubeba modern so be Shishimu, search now, Ubema 1 year, no. Ebema history beer ewo assassin so. Yeah, ebema history beer say 30 years, 20 years. Say we talk, and say we talk. Ni nyina no ebema history ni nyina na fe nwe hu say o ebia na sabi me hu say me take the right person and sa. engineer asase ho document no enya dia ye hu ni say senior ete no but modern say obey search stories be brave when it comes to things like this then I can approach fu be brave at top properties wo problem e wo area bi wo ho a omo aye no out is it out stationary area baby o ha na out stationary area wontumi nya hwe wo baby o ha eben so ho eno so nti no ense say wo si dan e wo ho nkrofo bebre a follow within that eyoko station mu a friend saying wo feel about ba no pa bridge no ho a nche ho nyina nso ho nyina out stationary area wontumi enye nso nkrofo ebu wani egu sesisi adan ni ade ho and there's a government in the basis here, not so one we sit down when we because we are such a treasure a hand near we sit down. This search, you know, a very, very significant set. Will be a search before you embrace or embark on Tibia Auto Assassin and I say Bibia Etisa and you know, a nothing Mr. Prince no more anything a year hanum, na ye bebo amount saka or document nama one assassin. We sit down. When your document, you know, what the frame Mr. Prince. No man on the go on 02740 0248 no 0274 808711, right? That's the number, right?
Yes, that's the number. Yes, sir, you're right.
And you know, Ofrea, now should be just disclose to him or disclose to the office. And you know, if they can help you, they will let you know we can help you. You have to do this, you have to do that, then we follow from there. And if they cannot, because say why you are don't know why you mistake to made so they will tell you say for this we can't do anything about it. But if they can do it, I assure you say they will help you to get your certificate.
Sure.
Mr. Prince, anything else?
Yeah, you've said it right. Oh, you know, there are some, like you said, we might actually might not be able to do anything when it comes to you've got it wrong from the beginning. There are some who advise you and who may help you to go back to where you bought the property and they seek for a way to make an exchange, maybe giving you another land in exchange that will go to, we'll have to make a search for you to be sure before you take the land from them. Like I told you, one of the cases that came from the last, I'm now trying to do a search, advise them to do a search. And when the search comes out and it is not favorable, what they need to do is to negotiate back to the people that they parted their money from and try to negotiate to get their money back. Because there are things you cannot go to court to contest. Obviously, you will lose the case because you are not the owner. Even if you have lost all the money, I mean, you just find a way to get back to the people and they give you another property. Because it's always difficult to pay back the money. They can always say, let's negotiate and give you another property. So, but that's why it's important. It's important we do the right thing from the beginning. Thank you, Charles. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
No problem. And besides land registration and that, what are some of the things that you guys do? Build houses? What do you do? See everything?
Yes. It's a real estate company. We also build. We have a couple of projects we are doing right now. We build for people, and we also undertake some projects like what you call property management. We can manage your property and ensure that probably you're over there and you don't have trusted people to handle your property. We can handle it for you and make sure that the property is well kept and well maintained, and your money that comes in at the end of the year as a rent, we make sure that it goes into your account. Also, we do what we call property valuation. Probably you want to sell your property and you don't know the value, and you need to know exactly how much are you supposed to sell this with the current value of the property. So we help you to do what you call property valuation, to give you the exact figure that you need to, the range you need to look at selling your property between this and this is quite okay for you. So that most times clients, property owners, they used to some of them used to overbuild their property. Sometimes they also underbuild their property. So we advise you after we do what they call a due valuation for you. These are part of the things we do in the Magna Vista. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask this question. Some of the estate agents, they have installment payment. Do you have that package? Like if someone you have a house that you are selling and the person want to maybe pay it installment, how many percentage to the person has to pay for the first before the final? Do you have a package like that?
Absolutely. We have about a 20-acre land somewhere around the Pram area now, and we are doing that package for people. But first, we need to see that you can be able to keep to your terms. We have terms, so you could start. It's not that expensive. It's about I think about $2,500. You can get the property, or we can give you range. You want to buy 1 acre, because okay, pay in 4 installments, maybe every. We have quarterly you pay, and we also help you to secure the land by helping you to do a fence wall on it if you don't have people to do it for you. So we have such package, but that is just for that land at Pram. But basically, some of our property in the city, in our Accra main city, Spintex area, East Legon, we don't do such thing because that place is a hot cake. So if you have property there, you don't tell somebody pay because the property keep appreciating. You can have the price today, $200,000. Tomorrow is $250,000. Next tomorrow is, you see. So there are bidders, there are high bidders there. So I must be frank with you. It's somewhere that the development is still going where you get such payments because you really need people to go there. But in that area, there is hope because we are looking at when we have a good governance that could be so favorable with Ghana. And when I say good governance, I mean when the economy of Ghana improves, we hope that the development will shift towards that Dowenya comes to 25, Pram, Ningo area because of the airport. Because development is going so big around that airport area, the new airport.
Okay.
I tell you, maybe between now and the next 15 years, that airport will come on with the expansion of the road that the government is doing now. They are doing a dual carriage road of 4-lane one side, 4-lane the other side, and targeting the ECOWAS road right to Benin Republic. So with that area is quite viable. Anybody buying property now that want to invest for future should look at that area, because that's where if you keep the property for a little while, maybe 4, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to make a lot of money when the airport goes there. A lot of hotels are already there. A lot of people are buying so much there. So I advise our people over there to look at that area. If you have some money you want to invest that you don't want to waste, you can put it in that area now. It will be very, 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 very profiting in the near future.
Okay. So I believe whoever buy land from you, especially the one at is it Pram or Dowenya?
Pram, Ningo area and all that.
Okay, that the person will get their land documents genuine because that is what you do. So
yes, of course.
Yeah. So because of the airport, people are rushing. The opposite challenge is here. Once I see me, say will be over with your installment. I may come here. I say what in your kind and installment. They know I'm saying not say 2,500. But that is the only area on which me an installment I'm with you. Because if you're able to go by their terms, no more terms for a while, as I said, we are there, Udi so. But Spintex Road, one of the hot cake into your honeymoon, they almost need be a while with you and Kakran. And I would on so and also number to me as secure assassinate their mobile fence or BBR at the amount come up. Now, the back, there would me say that area. Amasa Pram any Dowenya area one will be the airport to her. Into airport now, what baby she will hold into Naman for error, she will hold more power and into Omodin says, "Sell pay in Quadia. I don't know a free litigation because one or me in charge of documenting on this and they want to make sure say my client so it being the right spot for the right thing. I'm person or they will assure you say as if you were we are okay, we don't have problem here, and and say Mr. Prince I can and I'm Mr. Prince who will be full for I can't sana now.
Thank you, Charles.
So you don't speak the chi at all.
No. I do more of Hausa.
Hausa?
Yeah.
Oh, Hausa is it's one of the language that I love so much, but I couldn't learn. I couldn't.
Did you live in the north?
Huh?
Did you live in the north?
The northern. I've been there before. I went to Nalerigu because there was one American doctor.
Okay.
He was my friend. We met at National Theatre, and I paid a visit to them one day. The following day was, I think, that night was his wife's birthday. So after that, the following day, we traveled from there to Tamale, and we came to Kumasi, and we departed. They called him Stan Friction. He's also an architect, but at the same time working with the hospital. That was the time I went there. But I have Hausa, a lot of Hausa's friends.
Yeah.
Kande and the rest. I love Hausa. I don't know when I'll start learning Hausa because I
not now that you're here.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Prince, for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
for
much.
those watching us right now, Mr. Prince comes on the show Saturday, same time, and Thursday. So if you want to join us, you can always join us, and make sure if you can't call on the show, you can call privately. That is his number. You can also call me, or during the program, you can send your comments or your questions under the comment section for him to answer you. They are here to help. So don't hesitate to call them. They are here to help. I know some of you have a lot of problems. So we will end the show. The number is on the screen. So if someone needs Mr. Prince will be there for the question. So thank you very much, Mr. Prince, for coming, and we hope to see you next week.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Mr. Prince.
Thank you.